Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Aman Luthra and let's continue on our journey towards demystifying safe. In today's video, we will be talking about the roles and responsibilities of a Scrum Master. It can also be called as Team Coach in SAFe 6.0. But before we jump in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on an episode on our channel. So, without any further ado, let's jump straight away into today's topic, which is roles and responsibilities of a Scrum Master. So, we will be discussing 5 responsibilities of a Scrum Master. So, what are those 5 responsibilities? First one is facilitating the PI planning in SAFe. The second one is supporting iteration execution. The third one is improving flow. The fourth one is building high performing teams. And fifth and the last one is improving performance for the ART, which is Agile Release Train. So let's dive deeper into each responsibility one by one. So the first responsibility that we are discussing here is facilitating the PI planning. And the first step to that is prepare for PI planning. Now, in the pre-planning event, the Scrum Masters ensure that the product management, business owners, and the stakeholders have briefed the team about the upcoming features. The idea and the purpose is to help the team and PO identify local stories, maintenance, defects, tech debt, and any other work that the team needs to plan in advance. The second part is drafting PI plan. So, what the Scrum Master does in supporting the team vis-a-vis drafting PI plan. So, first one is that they facilitate the team in creating draft plan for the upcoming iterations in the PI. Second one is that they help the team set up the digital or physical planning areas, providing visual mediators and create transparency and collaboration. The third part is that they help the team in determining their capacity and keep within the constraint that they have kept for themselves. The third part of facilitating PI planning is coordinate with the other teams. Now, Scrum Masters are the ones who are helping cross team collaboration throughout the event for the purpose of collaboration on feature development and managing dependencies. They also help in securing time from the SMEs and the other ART stakeholders for their inputs wherever needed. The fourth part of facilitating planning is creating team PI objectives. Now, where does a team coach support that process? They help the team in creating PI objectives based on the discussions. They ensure that the objectives are written before the draft plan review, and they also help the team to ensure that the proper mix of committed and uncommitted goals is there. The fifth and the final part of facilitating planning is reviewing the final plans and the business value. Now, how does a team coach support that? They help ensure that the objectives which are written by the team are aligned to the acronym SMART. That is, they are SMART objectives. So, what does the acronym SMART stand for? It is specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, realistic, and time bound. So, the Scrum Masters, as coaches or the team coaches, they must ensure that the objectives are SMART objectives. They are understandable to all. So, it's not that it's written in a very heavy technical language which business owners or non technical stakeholders are not able to comprehend. They also facilitate business owner and the team discussion on business value assignment to the objectives. Let's discuss the second responsibility of the Scrum Master now, which is supporting iteration execution. Now, the first step in that is facilitating the team events. And that's one of the primary responsibilities of all the Scrum Masters or team coaches. What are the team events that we are talking about here? We're talking about the team sync or the daily stand up. The same in the Scrum world is referred to as daily Scrum. The second is iteration planning, which is the beginning of the iteration. You plan for how your iteration should look like, what outcomes we should achieve by the end of the iteration. Backlog refinement, getting the backlog ready for before the next iteration. Iteration review, getting feedback from the stakeholders about the work done through the iteration, and the retrospective, which is about how do we improve in the next iterations. The second part is working with the ART's cadence. What does that mean? So every team on Agile release train follows a cadence, which is usually a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And we want all the teams to work on the same cadence within the Agile release train. Scrum Masters help teams apply Scrum or Kanban within the development cadence and synchronization. Now, how does that help? That helps in dependency management, that helps in releasing on demand, that also helps in fast and integrated learning cycles, which reflects the fourth safe principle as well. The third and the last part of supporting iteration execution is collaborating with the product owner. Now, how does a Scrum Master or a team coach support product owner in maximizing the solution value that we are creating? Now, it happens in four ways. First is capacity building on the tools and techniques which our teams are utilizing for the purpose of customer centricity and design thinking. The second part is helping the teams to align on creating clear backlog items along with the alignment on capacity allocation at the ART level. The third part is helping the team with empirical planning, where we talk about the process that is based on observation and experimentation rather than creating everything in the beginning. The fourth and the last part is facilitating stakeholders' meeting wherever needed. So that's the second responsibility, which is supporting the iteration execution. So let's dive into the third responsibility of the team coach or a scrum master. The first part of that is establishing a Kanban board. Now, safe teams use Kanban board to visualize their work and enhance the overall flow. Now, how do they create the Kanban system? What's the best way? It's best done by involving the entire Agile team with guidance from somebody who is experienced enough to help them, like a coach, like a Scrum Master. So, that is where the Scrum Master should pitch in. The second part is measuring and optimizing the flow. Now, Scrum Masters or team coaches help the team to establish the metrics to assess and improve its overall performance. And there are three measurement domains which SAFE recommends, that is, the outcomes, flow, and dependencies. So that's across a lot of areas, but the broader three measurement domains remain the same. The third part of improving flow is build quality in. So, Scrum Masters help the team in releasing high quality business capabilities in the shortest period of time by coaching the built in quality practices with the team. So, that's the third responsibility of the Scrum Master, which is improving flow. So, the fourth responsibility that we will be discussing is building high performing teams. Now, to do that, the Scrum Master can support a lot of things, starting with fostering and supporting the agile team attributes. Now, there are various common attributes of a high performing team, such as ownership and accountability. They focus on clear goals and have a clear purpose. They provide timely and effective feedback to each other. There are many more. So, Scrum Masters are responsible for supporting and fostering the same. The second way they can support this is encouraging high performing team dynamics. Now, Scrum Master mentors the team and creates an atmosphere of mutual respect, which helps resolve interpersonal conflicts, identify growth opportunities, and set the right atmosphere for a team to be a high performing team. The third way the Scrum Master can support that is by becoming a more effective Scrum Master or a team coach. Now, every servant leader knows that their growth comes from facilitating the development of others who deliver results. So the Scrum Master supports the overall adoption of SAFE across the enterprise by coaching stakeholders and non-agile teams, by participating in the communities of practice of the Scrum Masters, by supporting the Scaled Agile practice consultants or SAFE practice consultants. The fourth way the Scrum Masters can support that is by fostering collaboration on the team. So, Scrum Masters offer observations, feedback, guidance, and advice based on what they know and what they've seen. So, this helps the team operate in a cohesive manner. I mean, kind of trying to break the silos, which helps enable for better business outcomes. teams. Another way that the Scrum Masters can support building a high performing team is by coaching them using powerful questions. So, as coaches, the Scrum Masters are not expected to have all the answers. Instead, they should be able to ask those powerful questions to uncover what's essential and then use their knowledge to guide the team. Next way that the Scrum Masters support in building high performing team, very important, is by helping resolve team conflicts. So Scrum Masters can help address 5 dysfunctions in the team as stated by Patrick Lencioni in his book 5 Dysfunctions, which ultimately help resolve team conflicts. And what are they? Absence of trust, which forms a base of the next 4 dysfunctions that might operate in a team. Second one is fear of conflict. The third one is lack of commitment. The fourth is avoidance of accountability. The last one is inattention to results. Now, if the Scrum Master is able to help the team address these 5 dysfunctions, this in a way helps address most of the team conflicts at the team level itself. The last way that the Scrum Master can support building a high performing team is by developing team skill sets. The fifth and the last responsibility of the Scrum Master is improving ART or Agile Release Train performance. Now, how can Scrum Masters contribute to that? The first way they can do that is by facilitating cross team collaboration. Now, safe Scrum Masters nurture an environment where cross team collaboration thrives and is supported by practices that offer opportunities for team to work together. Now, it could be done in various ways, such as representing the team in Coach Sync or ART Sync, participating in other team events with relevant team members, by helping address dependencies during the planning event, or by participating in the ART events such as the system demos and inspect and adapt event. The second way Scrum Masters support that is by building trust with the stakeholders. Now, the business depends on teams for some amount of reliable and predictable forecasting. Now, it's not the two extremes of too less or too high predictability, but somewhere in the middle that is actually expected of the team. Now, Scrum Masters help in planning and aligning the stakeholders to keep commitments close to realistic as much as possible, thus supporting the process of building trust over a period of time. The third way the Scrum Masters support improving ART performance is by coaching the innovation and planning iteration, which is the last iteration in SAFe PI. The Scrum Masters should ensure that the teams do not plan any work for the IP iteration. However, amongst the other action items such as inspect and adapt event, PI planning, and other coaching exercises, they do keep some buffer for meeting PI objectives if needed. The fourth part is helping the team inspect and adapt. So the Scrum Masters help the team to prepare for 3 inspect and adapt events, which is the PI system demo, the qualitative and quantitative measurement, and retrospective and the problem solving workshop. They also ensure that the teams are able to work within the time boxes for each event they are supporting. The last part of improving ART performance is facilitating the problem solving workshop. Now, Scrum Masters coach team in each part of the problem solving workshop. That is root cause analysis, which is done using the fishbone diagram, 5 whys, Pareto analysis, dot voting. They also ensure that the outcomes or the identified improvement items, if applicable, are added to the team backlog so that they are actioned in the following PI. Responsibility of the Scrum Master, which is improving ART performance. So that wraps up our today's video on roles and responsibilities of a Scrum Master. I really hope that this video helped you gain some insights about the topic. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button and share it with somebody who you think will need this and can gain some benefit out of this. To be a part of this journey, you may subscribe to our channel, and you can also be notified when I upload a new video. For that, you just need to hit the notification bell. Uh, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you also want me to cover a specific topic, please let me know in the comment section and I would try my level best to cover that topic. Thank you once again for your support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.